Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo, and the Patreon family we working. Now, they just issued out a press release from Top Rank, and the Vasily Lomachenko versus Guillermo Rigondeaux, the fight has sold out 2 months before the actual fight date. As you guys should know, this is one of the biggest fights to close the year. It's going to be on ESPN December 9th, and they've already sold out tickets. Now, this is kind of a follow-up video because I let you know it was on track to sell out. I did a video about it. It's on the channel. But they said at that time, they only had about less than 800 tickets left. So it was only a matter of time before those additional seats went. And I think this is great for boxing. They're taking place in the Madison Square Garden in the theater. So not the big Madison Square Garden, but the way tickets are selling, maybe they could have like partitioned Madison Square Garden to not the 19,000 it seats, but maybe even like 15,000 and got a couple more bucks from this fight. Who knows? But I mean, it is what it is. It's going to take place in the theater and the tickets are moving. The fight is 2 months out and people are having interest in it. And I told you guys in January, this wasn't going to be a good year for y'all, for a lot of y'all. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You got to tell the truth. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm having a phenomenal year. Reason being is because things have been going according to plan. Like, we planned for this. This is all this stuff is not a shock to me. It's not a mystery. I told you guys, if the promoters, the fighters, and networks put on compelling, great fights that the fans clamor for, it's not rocket science. They're going to sell. People want to see these fights. And the reason I say it's not going to be a good year for some of y'all, because a lot of detractors were saying all the excuses under the sun as to why Rigondeaux in general shouldn't get a big fight. And some people were even saying why he shouldn't fight Lomachenko. Oh, Rigondeaux wants too much money. Oh, Rigondeaux's boring. Oh, Rigondeaux can't sell his mother's basement in Cuba. You know what I mean? All these excuses. Oh, who is Rigondeaux beat? Oh, he hasn't beat anyone since Nonito Donaire years ago. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Knowing damn well that Rigondeaux was called and challenged the best, like the Leo Santa Cruz's, Carl Frampton Quiggs, and they didn't want no parts of it. Right? Before with Lomachenko, they had some talks, but they couldn't agree on weight because he was the one. And now he's just like, fuck it. And he's moving up 2 weight classes because he sees that's the only way he can get one of these fights, is to put himself at a major disadvantage and take the huge risk. And it is what it is. But like I said, you make good fights, then the people will come. The fans will come. People will be interested. I'm happy this fight's happened on ESPN, but this is a direct result, and it goes against what a lot of people say. You say Rigondeaux is boring and can't sell, but this is doing better than Lomachenko versus Mariaga, which was also on ESPN. So explain that to me. Explain how that works. How Lomachenko can fight on ESPN, same network, same headliner, but when he fights Miguel Mariaga, there's empty seats and there's not much interest. Meanwhile, you put him in with Rigondeaux, a formidable opponent who also has two-time gold medals, just like himself, just like Lomachenko does. So that's 4 gold medals between 2 people. Now the interest is there. Now it's selling out 2 months in advance, and Top Rank is sending press releases and memos to notify the boxing world, and they're happy. Like, yeah, this is a good fight. And I guess this is doing so well, it's the second hottest ticket on the secondary market, they're saying, as opposed to, I guess, maybe some of the huge shows, but this is the second hottest ticket out there. And the first is Bette Midler's Broadway hit Hello Dolly. So I mean, that's good, because plays and different things have different niches. Boxing is a small community, you know what I'm saying? It's a small niche. So to see this being second to Broadway play. I mean, that's good. But like I said, this is no mystery to me. You know what I mean? All the people, even Bob Arum, he was like, every time I mention Rigondeaux to HBO, they say they want to throw up. You know what I mean? So obviously it's not looking this bad, even though this fight is not on HBO. But when he was promoting Rigondeaux, he's making it sound like Rigondeaux is impossible to manage and to sell and stuff like that. But that is not looking like the case, because I don't remember even the Jason Sosa fight with Lomachenko. I don't remember these fights selling out 2 months in advance. You guys can show me the proof, show receipts, correct me if I'm wrong, and show me how Jason Sosa in Maryland, which was a smaller venue, the venue that they fought in, show me how that sold out 2 months in advance, because I don't even think it sold out on the night of the fight. But I'm glad we're getting the fight. It's a good fight, great epic battle. Don't ever remember two-time Olympic gold medalists competing in the pros. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a situation where they face each other as amateurs or something, but I don't remember this being a pro fight. So shout out to Lomachenko and Rigondeaux. I'm sure they're training hard, and these are good ticket sales, and it's good for boxing. I just like to see boxing in its rightful light, but I have to point out the double standard, and I have to point out what a lot of y'all said about Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? And that's clearly not the case, just like it hasn't been the case. Also, all the, like Leo Santa Cruz and Carl Frampton, all these guys could have fought him. You know what I mean? If you look at New York has a great Irish population. I've been there. I was there actually for St. Patrick's Day weekend with Mick Connellan when he had his pro debut. You know what I mean? Conor McGregor walked him out. It was lit. You know what I mean? You've seen green beers and shamrocks and a lot of colorful decorations and face paint. It was lit. So you mean to tell me if Carl Frampton were to fight Rigondeaux in New York, it wouldn't do good numbers? Of course it would. You know what I mean? But these are the excuses that you guys throw out there because you don't want to see the fights, because maybe you're fearful that the guy you don't want to win might win. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.